I got broads in Atlanta, just at the lean in the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van.
The Streetz is watching on Shade 45.
50 Cent in the building. Recently, Who Kid posted the what was that, the WWF with the Drake and the
Yeah, that was funny.
Had Meek taking the L.
I know you saw Meek's response.
Yeah, it's funny. You know, he's really not that bright. That kid is not that bright. Look, if you say, like, the easiest thing you could do is bring other people into the statements that you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. While you write music. Not for them to be involved, but just to mention them. And like when he mentioned the AR app, from Drake's perspective, it turned into the kid being on stage saying "fuck AR app," and I didn't understand it when he did that. I was like, "It's a special kind of stupid going on over here," because you didn't. Now you just took something that completely was non-threatening,
and turned it all the way around.
Went with Drake and this one, and turned it into something that could potentially turn into you bumping in Philly.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? And then I was like, well, maybe you know something I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and from there, but he does that instinctively. He watches anyone that goes next to the person that he has that passion for, and he attacks that person. You see him say some shit about Future. It's because they collaborated on an album together, so if you with him, then you were against me. He say something. These are the least. You have the least opportunity to beat these guys with the momentum they have at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Like the Future thing, Drake, the same thing to me. Future's just more hood to me.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I like this shit. Like, you hear it playing in the strip club, the shit, that energy that's there. I think he got to stop putting so much out because he clouding me. I'm still liking the first tape. I'm still playing that, and he dumped so much more on me that I'm going, let me finish this one. Because I ain't getting a chance to get to everything that was there. And it's just, but when you're that talented, I have it. I didn't give it to them. It's in the computer. Because those my ideas for that time period, for that point. You know, you got to continue to work as often as he's working and make it as rapidly, but you can't put it out there. The kids that were saying he's hands down the guy, they're saying, yeah, he got a couple joints on the newest
one.
What you mean a couple? He the one right now. Now they said it's a couple on the newest one because they're clouded from, they're comparing it to that one. And saying there's a couple. When the whole time, when I listen to the tape, I'm like, nah, this is fire. Like, what you mean it was a couple? They do the same thing to Wayne. They do the same thing to everybody who has consistency in our culture. It's just, if you put 3 albums out in a 2-3 month time period, they're going to look and go, yeah, nah, it was some fire on there. They ain't going to agree with everything. You know what I mean? But you had the moment to say that it was there, so you just can't, you know, you got to, figure out how to manage that. And to go back. He could shoot them joints. He didn't finish shooting the ones that I want off the first take. I didn't see him do those. You know what I'm saying? Like those joints come out, and there will be a bigger reaction when you go to perform them because they're sitting there at the computer watching it over and over, just giving it the right image. You know what I mean? I know they know, like, they're paying attention to how to develop the right presentations for visuals because they start to use, like, my director, like Eve Rivera. Like, I worked with Eve by himself. Nobody was working with him. Developed him and then moved him so he can not have him under those circumstances where he feel like you a traitor if you go shoot everybody else. You know, like, go ahead, go do that. Go, what do you got? You got a hit. Go do it. I don't care who it is. You know, if the record is good, it's going to be good for you as a director. You know, and especially if you have real good ideas for it. You know, so you don't ever want to be the weight on the bird's foot. If you got something, someone has a talent or ability to do something, you want to see them be as big as possible while they're around you. Because then when they hold you in high regards, that's where your legacy comes from. That's how people look at you and go, nah, he's different. Like, I want to work with him because I seen people take off to the point that they like, you can't really contest their body of work. You know what I mean? And then they'll look at it like the goal was to be a great video director, and his goal is to be a great director way past music videos. So when he's getting commercial opportunities and doing, so I have him doing television. So he'll be doing an episode of Power before they looked up.
What's your take on the movies? Like, you had your movie, M had his movie, Straight Outta Compton. Now they shooting a Pac movie.
Yeah, that's good. I think the Tupac movie, because a lot of the kids, you know, when I say our culture, pop culture in general, but hip hop culture is so broad now.
Yeah.
It's so popular that it's that.
Yeah.
Now you say when the youth, like, let's say you was 8 when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. Now you full grown, full blown. You in the joint partying right now, but it's like the guys that are just like Future's the shit to them, or like the newest artists, the first time they really falling in love with hip hop and music culture at this point. They going, who? Those stories is like so far back that they don't know what they are. That's why they're making good movies for them. Like NWA turned that was vintage. That was history.
Yeah.
Like it's when music started to go other ways, and they know that they could sell it without mainstream content.
How do you compare Get Rich or Die Trying to the movies coming out now? Because it's crazy when you think about it. Like, you actually was kind of ahead of your time with it. Now you think about it.
You know what it was? I had a team around me that was an advanced thing. They did 8 Mile. See, like, I did, this is what I learned from that experience. When I did Get Rich or Die Trying, the team around me, I had every bell and whistle that I wanted. Spent $36 million on the movie. They got me Jim Sheridan from Dublin, from My Left Foot, from Brothers, from all them stuff. They got me Terry Winters. He wrote The Sopranos. He wrote all kind of, you know, they got me the right writer.
Put everything in place.
Yeah, like these guys are your usual suspects. You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones to do the score for me. Then I got, like the soundtrack sold 3 million records. Like my soundtrack. They, of course, I was already crossed off the trophy list. Like, don't put no trophies there because our kids will fuck around and want to be 50 Cent. You understand? Like, so I didn't get the same year that I sold 3 million records on Get Rich or Die Trying as a soundtrack. Hard Out Here for a Pimp won the Grammy.
That was the same year?
Yeah, wow. But they didn't sell no records.
That's crazy.
But the song won.
That was 05?
The original title for Get Rich or Die Trying for my film was Hustler's Ambition. But my co-star, Terrence Howard, had Hustle and Flow on the way, so I changed it up. You know, based on that.
That's crazy. That's your co-star, and now y'all slightly competition.
Listen, when you see, look, you gotta check my Instagram, man. He hug on me when he see me. He said, "Man, look, boy, I didn't know you was gonna do all of this, man." You know what I'm saying? We go back from that, even from that period. Like, he wasn't at the point he's at in his career now, where he can, you know, actually be the lead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Taraji done turned into the lead as far as the public is concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Terrence got to do something about this shit.
How do you feel about Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Grammys and like Beyonce's performance at the Super Bowl?
I saw the Super Bowl. That was cool. I think it's the sexiest thing we're gonna see. They had the 2 other guys there wasn't exciting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was because there was just 2 other guys.
Right.
Just wasn't popping for me like that. You know, and then I thought it was cool. Like they
Cannon.
Trendsetter.